Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about my new schedule that I'm excited to share with you, and we're also going to create together because that's what we're going to do each Monday now. So let's get started. Thank you very much to my new subscribers, and I hope you choose to like and subscribe as well. I've been really enjoying making content for my YouTube channel, so I really would like to create more of a schedule and have a lot more videos upload weekly. So I'm thinking of having Monday Create with me, Procreate how-tos on Tuesday, because I've seen a lot of people really enjoy those videos and I enjoy making them. Inktober 52 on Wednesday, we'll talk more about that in just a second. Wildcard Thursday, whatever we're feeling for the week. A teaching related video on Friday. A studio day on the weekend, mostly on Saturdays, and then if I'm feeling it, maybe an extra live on Sunday. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if you have any suggestions of videos you'd like to see. In case you haven't heard of it, Inktober is usually a challenge that happens in October that I really enjoy doing. So when I saw they were doing Inktober 52, a weekly challenge, I wanted to dive into that for the year. So we'll check these out each Wednesday. Another thing that will definitely be happening on studio days is we've got to clean this place up. Look at this. It's been a hot mess for a long time. Scout's scared. I'm scared. No work can be done in here. That's what he thinks about it. Let me know if you have any suggestions for organizing or switching it up. I have kind of different zones in my studio, and we'll talk more about those. For today, let's jump into our first Create with me. This is a design that I created on Procreate for a friend who wanted a tattoo design to represent some of his family members' favorite flowers or birth flowers. He already had some tribal work done on his arm and wanted to fill in some spaces with this design. So I used some actual photos as a reference for roses, and a sunflower was what he wanted to incorporate, so you can see me designing the rose here. Later I'll create the sunflower. After I've created both of them, I will dump them into another file so that I can move them around and manipulate the color a little bit more, especially since this is for a tattoo. I'm thinking of what should be dark, what should be outlined, what he might like shaded later. And I fill in the remaining area, and you can see it kind of creates an awkward kind of design because it's going to go on his forearm. So that was an interesting canvas idea to think about, and I would urge you to think about a different shape canvas if you haven't created much on shapes other than rectangles or squares. It can be really interesting just to take a torn piece of paper or even a circle or a triangle to create on. There you can see me dropping in some reference photos to create some different areas as well. You might see me do that a couple more times here. That's a cool thing about using Procreate is you can split your iPad screen and have your image up right next to you, or you can even drop it right into Procreate. If you would like to know how I do some of these techniques, we can talk about those on a Procreate how-to day. Let me know down in the comments below. I left the rose on its own whole entire document in Procreate, and I started an entire document to create the sunflower, and then I'll start a third document later to put them together into the final design. I chose to do this instead of layers. I could have done it either way probably, but I chose to do this instead of layers because I wanted to create the flowers on kind of more of a square canvas, and then the final document or the final piece of artwork I wanted to create onto a rectangle canvas, and I wanted to be able to go back and forth between my original and the final as well. If you're creating anything with me today, I'd love to know down in the comments below. Alright, let's get to work. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for dropping in. Let's get creating. Here I'm going to be putting all 3 of the images together so you can see how I start with just the individual flowers, change them up a little bit, and then create some filler area between. Like I said before, the man that I was creating this tattoo for had some tribal-like artwork already on his arm that he wanted to incorporate with. And that's why he asked me to help him out, because he wasn't sure how to incorporate the flowers in with it as well. So let's finish this piece up and we'll see how it turns out. And there it is. I think this piece turned out really cool and it was really fun to make, and the person I was making it for really enjoyed it too and actually got it as a tattoo, so it's kind of cool to see my artwork on his arm anytime I see him. Keep creating and I'll see you next time. Bye!